You used to fall asleep the moment your head hit the pillow. Now you lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, and you don't know why. If this sounds familiar, you are not imagining it. Something real is happening inside your body after 40, and the consequences go far beyond feeling tired. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what science says is changing in your sleep and the evidence-based strategies that can actually help. Welcome to Sowing Healthy, where we cover longevity, brain health, and conscious aging based on real science. Today, we're diving into one of the most searched topics in our niche: sleep after 40. Let's get into it. Here's something most people don't know. Experts still recommend 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for adults, but aging changes how we get there. And it's not just about feeling rested. A study published in September 2025 in Neurology, the Journal of the American Academy of Neurology, found that people with chronic insomnia were 40% more likely to develop mild cognitive impairment or dementia than those without insomnia. That's not a small number. Tonight's sleep is protecting tomorrow's brain. So why does this happen? Why does sleep change so dramatically after 40? There are 4 main biological reasons, and we're going to cover each one. Located deep in the brain is a structure called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, made of around 20,000 cells. This is your body's internal clock. It controls when you feel sleepy, when you wake up, and when hormones are released. As you age, this clock starts to shift. You get tired earlier, wake up earlier, and the transitions between sleep and wakefulness become less smooth. This is why you might feel exhausted at 9 p.m. but then lie wide awake at 3 a.m. Your circadian rhythm is no longer running on the same schedule it used to. 2 hormones play the biggest role in your ability to fall and stay asleep: melatonin and cortisol. Melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, typically peaks in early life and begins declining in your late 20s and 30 seconds. By the time you reach your 60s, your nighttime melatonin levels may be only half of what they were in your youth. At the same time, cortisol, your stress hormone, tends to stay elevated into the evening as you age, making it harder to wind down at night. These 2 hormones are supposed to work in opposite rhythms: cortisol high in the morning, melatonin high at night. When that balance breaks down, sleep suffers. As you age, you spend less time in the deeper stages of sleep, and older adults wake up an average of 3 to 4 times each night. The transition between sleep and wakefulness becomes more abrupt, which makes you feel like a lighter sleeper than you used to be. Here's why this matters for your brain. During deep sleep, your brain activates what's called the glymphatic system, essentially its waste removal system. Poor sleep quality disrupts this process, and researchers have directly linked glymphatic dysfunction to memory decline in older adults. In other words, poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it literally prevents your brain from cleaning itself overnight. Now the good news: aging doesn't mean you're doomed to restless nights. With a few science-based changes to your routine and environment, you can meaningfully improve both the quality and duration of your sleep. Here are the 5 strategies with the strongest evidence behind them. 1. Protect your morning light exposure. Your internal clock is calibrated by light. Getting 20-30 minutes of natural light in the morning, ideally within an hour of waking, is one of the most powerful ways to reset your circadian rhythm. It signals your brain that the day has started, which sets up melatonin production for the night ahead. 2. Create a hard stop for screens. Blue light from screens blocks melatonin production. Limiting screen time at least 60 minutes before bed gives your brain the darkness signal it needs to start preparing for sleep. 3. Keep a consistent sleep schedule even on weekends. Sticking to a regular sleep schedule is one of the simplest and most effective ways to support your natural circadian rhythm. Your body thrives on predictability. Irregular schedules confuse the SCN and make everything harder. 4. Consider magnesium glycinate. Research shows that magnesium may improve sleep quality and reduce nighttime awakenings, and it's one of the most studied natural supplements for sleep in older adults. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting any supplement. 5. Watch your cortisol in the evening. Stress management isn't just good for your mental health, it directly affects your sleep hormones. Simple practices like light stretching, breathing exercises, or a consistent wind-down routine in the 30 minutes before bed can lower evening cortisol and make falling asleep significantly easier. Let's recap what we covered today. After 40, 4 key biological changes affect your sleep. Your internal clock shifts, melatonin declines, cortisol stays elevated in the evenings, and you spend less time in deep sleep. These aren't signs that something is wrong with you, they're normal aging processes, but they have real consequences, including a significantly higher risk of cognitive decline if left unaddressed. The 5 evidence-based strategies to act on starting tonight. Morning light exposure. Screens of 60 minutes before bed. Consistent sleep schedule. Magnesium glycinate if appropriate for you. And a real evening when down routine. Your action for today. Pick one of these 5 and implement it tonight. Just one. Consistency matters more than perfection. If this video was useful, please leave a like. It helps other people who need this information find it. The full article with all the sources cited today is available on our blog at sowinghealthy.com, link in the description. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining us. We publish new videos every dia da semana. Always evidence-based, always honest. See you in the next one.